Braw and the Brave with me, Lisa Kennedy, and as ever, I am hoping that you're already following the socials, but if you're not, I would love it if you would follow us on TikTok, Facebook and Instagram. There is lots of lovely content on there, a bit of the kind of behind the scenes stuff of the podcast, and as ever, like, your support means the world. So if you're not already following us on socials, if you've not already subscribed to this channel, then I would love it if you would go and do that now. That would be amazing, guys, because all the likes and all the shares and all the support really, it does mean a lot. So thank you so much. Also, if you're not following us on Patreon, then I would love it if you came over and visited us there, because there's so much more kind of bonus content on there from my guests and from Lindsay and I. So the price of a coffee, we would love to have you over there on Patreon. It really helps support the podcast. And also, excitingly, this episode is sponsored by Angela McCallum, Scottish vocal coach. Now, I have first-hand experience of working with Angela. She is incredible. So I'm thinking, like, you know, with the new year, new you kind of vibes, we're going into 2026. If you want to bring back that voice that you're like, it's in there, I know it's in there, then Angela is the person for you. Or if you are a seasoned professional and you're wanting that support from a vocal coach, then I highly recommend Angela, and I can't thank her enough for sponsoring this episode. But without further ado, I am very excited to announce that today on the Braw and the Brave we have Ewen Cameron and Kat Harvey.
Yay!
Thanks so much for being on the Braw and the Brave. We're getting a round of applause.
Are you clapping yourself?
I'm clapping the whole thing.
Lisa's
The whole
beautiful
thing.
intro there.
Yeah.
Listen, that was major pressure there. Used to what's she saying?
Angela McCallum.
Yes.
She sponsors this episode.
She does sponsor this
I
episode.
love, we love singing, but we're not very good.
I highly doubt that.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
He doesn't even know the lyrics. Never mind the tune.
This is so lovely. Thank you so much for being here.
It's good to see you.
You too.
We have a history.
I know, totally. And
We go back a long way.
way back.
Have you snogged?
No, we haven't.
No. Well, the day's young.
Why did I stop to think about that?
It's like,
I'm like, no,
Of course
when
I
you
did
say
it.
that, you always assume there was been a wee disco winch like a few years back.
No,
Hey,
no.
disco inching.
Right, so how do you two know each other?
Kennedy Cupcakes.
Kennedy Cupcakes, my dance troupe. So I'm sure we've
fabulous.
done many events together.
Loads.
Yeah, because we were together for like 12 years, the dance troupe. So
Was it that long?
Yeah, totally. We just basically, because of COVID, like, kind of just put an end
Christmas
to it.
like switch-ons and stuff is when I would see you a lot.
Yeah, that's so right.
You were usually a high-kicking elf.
Always. Still am.
That's a life ambition of mine.
Did you two not work together?
I think
I'm sure we
I think
have,
our paths have
yes.
crossed. Yeah, you were in the Rockettes as well, weren't you?
Was, totally.
Yeah,
This is,
so
you're showing my age now.
I know.
Thanks very much.
Listen,
And still kick
if
my...
you used to get paid to wear hot pants,
Listen.
you've had a good life. I can only aspire.
And then I saw you like literally a couple of weeks ago where I was
And you're
like...
wearing shiny pants.
I was. And I was like, I just emailed you. You must have been highly confused. I was standing there like in feathers, Vegas feathers, and you were like,
Do you know, I'm like, oh, there's another girl with shiny pants emailing me.
I was like, it'll all make sense. It'll all make sense when I don't look like this.
Why were you wearing feathers?
Because I am also choreographer at Berlinkies, and sometimes I have to don a costume. And Kat was an after show.
Callum Beattie's after party for...
We'll just name
Right.
it. We'll just name
When he
drop
played
that.
the Hydro, I love Callum. He's been
He's
like...
wonderful.
He's been gigging with us for...
Aye, long time.
Since he was a wee boy busking.
I
So it was just so lovely seeing him fill out the Hydro.
Phenomenal.
And then he was having a wee after party. And I was like,
Totally.
oh, twist my arm. Okay then.
All right then.
And that's when I met you. So it was lovely. Yeah.
These are here.
I know. I know.
I mean, and actually, this is probably the earliest that I've ever recorded a Braw and the Brave, but I was thinking you are well versed in getting up early
This
in the
is only
morning.
like half nine. This is
This
like
is like the
lunchtime.
middle of the day for you.
Are you joking? We've done breakfast for so long. Like 9:30 is when you start having your mince and ties.
Or your avocado as you produced in your bag earlier on.
Can't believe I've got such thick.
There has been times when we've done the breakfast show where Kat will pull out a chicken curry at 8:30 in the morning. Back in the day.
If you get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning,
Okay.
Yeah.
8:30 is lunchtime.
Is that the kind of time we're talking? Yeah, is that
Yeah.
where you guys are?
No,
Yeah,
not
so much now.
not so much now.
No, we've nailed the setting out your clothes the night before. You know, like
Jump
when you used
into
to go to school and your mum had your uniform ready.
Yes.
So now what I do is like I'll have a shower the night before.
Same.
My
Yes.
clothes are laid out, good to go.
Same.
And then you have a danger wash. You know the areas that
Yes.
are the danger areas. So girls, you know,
No danger
they're
washing
like-
this house.
Oh, you must when you get up in the morning.
No, I splashed my face with some water, but I've showered properly the night before. I'm no danger washing.
Do not do your armpits.
That's like deodorant.
Your undercarriage.
No.
I love her getting the minutiae on this.
Do you genuinely have a danger wash?
Every single day. So I have a shower the night before, wake up, and then just to be fresh, I've got some little...
Right, okay.
I've got some little face cloths, which I never give to guests, by the way, even though I wash them at a very high temperature.
I'm scared where this is going.
And then you get up, you have a wee danger wash.
A danger wash.
Love
right?
that.
Like you were at a festival.
Yeah, totally.
And then the clothes go on and out the door. So from my first alarm to out the door, I can do it in 11 minutes.
Right, hold on a second, right? So you have a shower the night before.
Yes.
Right? You get up in the morning, you have a danger wash.
Yes.
You come in and do the show, and you're doing the show for 4 hours. You could be home by midday at the latest.
Yes.
Why can't you just wait to have another shower? Why do you have to have a danger wash?
I like being fresh.
I was just going to say, she's put at all the stops for sitting next to you.
Did you have a danger wash this morning to do this?
No, I did have an actual shower.
An actual shower?
Actual
you
shower.
showered?
Showered.
Yeah.
Did you shower before you went to bed last night?
Did I? Oh no, this is like very exposing you. No, I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't.
No. You didn't?
No.
See, I can't go to bed without having a shower first.
But I was like working to a stupid hour. So
That's
I
even more of
got
a reason.
No, I was just like, I mean, I'm the kind of gal that's falling asleep in her clothes situation.
Oh, you one of them.
And I'm always freezing. So I'll quite often wake up and I'm still in the jacket.
No judgment
Sitting
here.
on the couch going...
Do you know what's the best feeling? When you've had a night out and you fall asleep on top of the bed, and when you wake up and realise you're on top of the bed, but when you get back under the duvet, it's so warm. It's so cosy and warm. You've been laying on it all night. It's the best feeling. It's like getting under a kind of like a heated blanket. It's the best feeling ever.
The last time I woke up in my clothes, like fully clothed, was after Scotland qualified for the World Cup.
Yes.
And I had a house full of people, and I woke up, I was like, why am I still wearing my Scotland top? I was like,
Wait a minute, what's my
because I
name?
got to bed at 6:15.
It's fine, it's good
6
news.
in the morning.
Was Jane Lewis sleeping beside you?
She was in the other room.
Oh, she was in the other room.
And so I basically, Jane Lewis from the BBC was in one room. I had Ronnie Charters from STV Sport in another. Callum Bell from STV Sport on my couch. I had to tuck him in.
Wow.
And these boys did a podcast basically 2 hours after I'd tucked them in.
Goodness.
Yeah, with
Right,
me.
okay.
And
With you,
they came in pissed.
Right.
No, they were.
No, they were pissed.
They were. But listen,
They're like,
first
"We're
time in
being
28 years. First time in 28 years.
The boy that runs the studio, Alan, you know Alan?
Yes.
Alan had to pick them up like an Uber driver. That's how pissed they were.
Okay.
But it was
I think
worth it.
And the funniest part was they didn't know where they were.
No.
And I was like, you've been in my house a million times. And they're like, yeah, but we never really remember getting there.
Wow.
It's like,
Wow.
in fairness, it's very dark in my street.
Fair enough.
So that's
to be
fine.
fair, I have to say, I have to caveat what I just said about me, like waking up in my jacket. It's because I work long hours. It's not because
Yes.
I'm actually a teetotaler. So it's not like I'm...
No. It's,
yeah.
there's
You know,
no
the struggle is real,
ever.
freelancing life and all
Ever
that.
for us. So what else do you do apart from this podcast? Do you do
I
your
love how this has
dancing?
turned into, I knew this was going to happen with you two.
Seriously.
They
Look,
cannot
Lisa,
help
let's
themselves.
start at the beginning.
Like, you don't
When
know
were
what
you
we're here to
born?
talk about. You. What else do I do? I mean, just the dancing, you know,
Yeah, do
all the
the
dancing.
dancing. When were you
choreographing.
born?
I was born in Bellshill Maternity. Where were you born, Cameron?
What's the name of that hospital in Edinburgh?
Edinburgh Hospital?
No.
Edinburgh Children's Hospital?
No. It was...
Oh, I don't know. This is...
Oh, what was that?
Simpsons.
Very good. There.
Well done.
The voice of God there.
Okay.
Simpsons Hospital. I was
Simpsons
born
Did you
there.
come out
in
yellow?
Edinburgh.
Simpsons. Oh.
I really had to take a second there
Sad,
to be
so
like,
did
where
I.
is
I
she?
was like,
was
whoa,
like,
it's a tumbleweed.
Yellow.
Simpsons Hospital.
Yeah. So I was born there in 1972.
1972.
What year were you born?
1982.
10 years between us.
There you go.
You're looking good.
Right back at you, Bill.
Thank you. Kat, you were born the same year?
I was,
72?
yes.
Where you, Kat? There
Yes.
you go.
Yeah,
Are you a Glasgow gal?
I am.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm interested to know, how long is it that you guys have been working together then?
Oh.
We started in the same radio station in 2002.
Yeah.
But on different shows. So
Okay,
I was
yeah,
doing
yeah.
the breakfast show and Ewan was doing the football phone-in. And we were there for, I think it was 2011 we got put together for the first time.
2011. End of
Is that right?
2011.
Just for
aye.
holiday cover. Ewan got
Gosh.
drafted in for 2 weeks holiday cover and he was a riot. I'll not lie, I was like, who is this man? He is insane. But we had a lot of fun. And then
6 months later?
Yeah, I think it
got put
was.
together
We got put
full-time?
together full time as breakfast. So 2012 was when we
That's
got
a
put
long
together
time, that's
on
amazing.
breakfast. I know.
But with many, I mean, before we worked together on the breakfast show, because we worked in the same radio station,
Yes.
we spent a lot of time out and about,
Yeah.
going to the same parties, travelling to Spain a lot together, because the radio station used to take the entire radio station once a year to like
Yes.
Torremolinos or Barcelona or
I
somewhere.
mean, imagine that nowadays.
I know.
The heydays.
Literally nobody would be left in employment. So that HR would be like,
The stories.
Just keep them here.
But yeah, we would hang out, we'd drink together, we'd eat together, we'd all
so
hang
you
about.
did know each other
we knew
well.
you.
Oh, very well. Yeah, very well. Yeah.
And I'm interested, like, was radio always the plan
No.
for yourselves?
nope.
No, never,
really? Okay.
Never. Fell into it by complete accident.
Wow.
Two completely different stories.
Okay.
So you tell yours first.
Yes, please do you.
The long and short of it was I grew up in Wester Hales in Edinburgh, 2 years of high school, loads of... I'm allowed to swear in this podcast,
Absolutely.
aren't I? Yeah.
Battering.
Load of shit went on in my life.
You said a bad word.
Went through a lot of shit, was adopted, and there was lots that went on, which I'm not going to go into the details with. Ended up then leaving Edinburgh to go to the Middle East. So I ended up in the United Arab Emirates, and I worked on a dredger just to get myself a visa.
Yeah.
So when you go into Dubai, you get a 3-month visa.
Okay.
So in that 3-month period, I got myself a job and ended up working on a dredger, which just really isn't me, right?
Okay,
I'm not
fair
one
enough.
of these hands-on kind of working on a
feel
dredger.
his hands. Genuinely feel how soft his hands in. He's never done a day's hard labour in his
Wow,
life.
that's impressive.
Although
Yeah.
his wife can tile, she can
can do
fix
everything.
roofs, she can
Do everything.
Great.
plumb.
That's it.
She's amazing.
So did the dredging bit. I knew it wasn't for me, but it gave me a year's visa to then try and find something else while I was doing the dredging stuff. I then ended up, I don't know how I ended up doing it, but I ended up working part-time in a newspaper, and I was covering things like the local squash tournaments and the local tennis tournaments that the expats would play in.
Yeah.
So I was doing that for a newspaper called the Emirates News, and when I was in the Emirates News doing that part-time while I was dredging, the sports editor, I thought the job that he does, I could do that.
Okay, yeah.
That's like designing the back pages of a newspaper, creating the headlines and picking the pictures, because I was into my football, my sport, my cricket and all that. And then a year and a half after I was doing all that, I left the dredging and I got offered the sports editor's job at Emirates News. Became the sports editor at Emirates News. And while I was doing that, I'd be going to the clubs and the pubs.
Yeah.
And I'd be in the clubs and the pubs every single night after I'd finished the newspaper job, because we'd go to print about 11 o'clock at night. So I'd go straight to nightclub, and I became best friends with a DJ in a nightclub called Jukebox Junction. And I would just hang at the DJ box, because when you're hanging around the DJ box,
You get lots of chicks.
you get lots of
Fair
you know what I
enough.
mean, attention, because the girls would come up to ask for requests, you
Yeah.
get to know the girls, so it's the best place to hang out. And then one night, 6-7 months down the road, the DJ got so pissed that he couldn't actually put the records on.
Wow.
We're talking about the early 90s here.
Yeah.
And I had been watching. I went, I could do that. I'll help you. So he went aside.
I love this.
And I stepped in. I started playing some records. And the dance floor was bouncing. And the feeling that I got from that, that they had the crowd and the mid palm in my hand, I was like, oh. So every night after that, I would go in and the DJ would let me do half an hour, or then do me an hour and everything. Do. He then left to take on a new contract in Bahrain, and that slot was open. And I went to the manager of the club, went, give it to me. And he went, right, I'm going to give you a chance. He gave it to me. I then resigned from the newspaper, became a full-time nightclub DJ. And while I was doing the nightclub DJ stuff, a year after I'd started that, a guy called Tim Elliott from Capital Radio saw me on stage doing the stuff that I do and said, you might be a good radio presenter. Do you want to come in?
So it's his fault.
Aye. Do you want to come in and do a demo? So I went in and did a demo over a month. So I went in there every day for a month, and then they offered me a request show. So I did a request show once a week. I did that for 6 months, and then they offered me drive time after 6 months, and then the rest is history.
That's so cool. I love that.
That's how I got into
It just
radio.
shows you, like, and what is impressive as well is like that kind of like, you know, the gallousness almost to be like, I can do that.
Aye.
Do you
Oh,
know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah,
Is that just you? Is that just you?
That is me. Kat, I'll back that up. And I've brought my kids up to tell them and advise them, never accept no as an answer. Never accept no, and anything is possible. You can do whatever you want. I mean, I don't have any education whatsoever. I have nothing, absolutely nothing. Everything is self-taught, etc., etc.
Love it.
But I always, if I had my eye on something, I would go for
That's
it.
so cool.
And if it didn't work, it didn't work.
Yeah,
but at least I
You've
gave
tried,
it a go.
You don't have
At
that,
least
like,
I tried.
I wish,
At
maybe
least
if I had, like,
yeah.
you know, the
But I do also
regret.
I also do believe as well that you don't know if you're going to like something unless you try it.
So true.
Right?
So true.
And I didn't know anything about radio,
Yeah.
but I was offered an opportunity to go to the radio, and I went, oh, I'll give it a go.
Why not?
Give it a go.
And never be scared to change if you're not enjoying what you're in. That's, I
Correct.
think that's quite important. A lot of people, you know, they do the course or whatever course and it's maybe not for them, but, you know, if it's not for you,
That's fine. Aye, how are you going to know until you actually go and try it? You're absolutely right.
Before Kat tells you her story, the other really
it'll
weird...
be a lot shorter, by the way.
The other weird thing about... So I started doing the radio in the Middle East, and we launched Emirates Radio 1, Emirates Radio 2 and Channel 4, and I was part of it. I was station manager and blah, 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 blah. And then Matt Ben Doris from the Scottish Sun newspaper messaged me, emailed me out the blue, never met the guy in my life. He goes... I'm hearing stuff about the Scottish guy in the United Arab Emirates. Can I come out and stay with you for a couple of days to do a story, a big like centre page feature on you? I went, come out. So he stayed in my house, and he just followed me around in my life, and he put the story out in the newspapers here. And real radio bosses saw that story.
Wow.
And that's how I ended up back in Scotland.
That's wild.
Because Real Radio contacted Matt to then contact me and to say...
So it's Matt's fault
It's
then.
Matt's fault as well. Because there was a line in the story where if an opportunity came up in Europe, I would jump at it because there was nowhere else for me to go in Dubai.
Got you.
I'd already launched these stations, were successful and all that stuff.
Just thoughts become things, but innit?
Yeah.
Do you know what I
The
mean?
nice
Just
thing
put-
about it was Matt came in to do a piece with us at STV Radio.
Yeah, he did.
Which we'll obviously get on to
Yes.
in a wee minute. And we were trying to work out how many times he'd been with us to, you know, like
Aye.
launch another
Oh, wow.
show or another station, and it goes right the way back to
me.
him meeting him in Dubai, and it's crazy.
so
2001.
Yeah, and it was so nice because it's just like, you know, he seems to be part of that
Journey.
Yeah,
that
but that's
story.
the thing. People like punctuate, you know,
Yeah.
throughout your life. But
And
also, like the fact that we've all met in other realms,
Yes.
and it's
Yeah.
just it's lovely.
Another thing that I would advise people to do is a lot of people, like, you're on that road and people just stay on that road. But see, at some point, take a right turn. Honestly, take that right turn. You don't know where it's going to go. It might not be for you, but then you can go back on that road if you want.
So
But
true. I mean, I work with
take
young
that
people,
right-
and I'm saying that to them all the time. Like, you just try it. You just
Try
don't
it.
know.
Take that right
But I think
turn.
it's like the fear of like getting things wrong
Yeah.
a lot of the time for people.
Here's
Do you
the
know
next
what I mean?
one. My dad, who's sadly no longer with us, he started working again at 79.
Did you really?
Because he looked after my mum for a good few years.
Yeah.
And then when she passed away, he's like that, do you know what? I've made a decision, Toots. I'm going to go back to work. And I'm like, okay.
Right.
And he was like me. He's had like a million different jobs.
Yeah.
I never knew which one he was going to do. And he decided he was going to be a tour guide. So he used to get the people off the cruise ships that come into Greenock,
Yes.
stick them in a bus, and he would take them around Scotland and tell them stories.
Love that.
And he did that until he was 86.
Gosh.
So you can change and do anything you like at any point, and that's
That's
quite
amazing.
inspirational.
Take a left turn, take a right turn.
Absolutely.
Just
Yeah,
As
absolutely.
long as you're having fun while you're doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Yes.
just.
I mean, you
we
have a
have
lot of
fun.
fun.
We
You
do.
have a lot of fun.
We
So
do.
what's your story, Kat? Like, what's...
Very different. I've got 2 degrees and randomly a certificate from Mensa. And then what were you doing?
You couldn't get any more opposite if you
Although,
tried.
in fairness, the Mensa certificate, I'm sure it was a quiz I did in a newspaper and they sent me something and I was like,
Oh,
I'm keeping that
don't
and I'm
you be-
showing people.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what's your degrees in?
So I did theatre, film and TV at Glasgow and
Nice
MA,
one.
and then I did a postgrad in journalism at Strathclyde. So
went to Strathclyde
I kind
as
of
well.
like trained as a sort of news reporter.
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
I was
you
never,
Clyde?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
I was never very keen or good at news, so I became a sports reporter because that was my passion.
Mm-hmm.
Worked for the Evening Times, then STV as a football presenter.
Yes.
And then ended up on radio. So, and been there ever since. And it's probably my preferred medium because it's live.
Yeah.
And I really like stuff that's live because it can be like quite chaotic and I kind of thrive in that. And
Yeah.
obviously working with this Egypt, it's like,
He's just
The
used to
funniest-
have such a brilliant
The
rapport
funniest
together.
part is people go, do you ever have a script? I'm like,
What?
have you ever heard our show? So no, we don't have a
But that
script.
is such
But
a
I like
skill.
that,
That is
and I
such
love
a skill.
that. I
Like,
love that.
That's
But
not to like play that down. That's a huge
Yeah.
skill to be able to do your job. Do you know what I mean? That's not you
That's
just
fun, but
pressing.
we're both genuinely interested in people, and
Yeah.
that's, I think, what makes a decent radio presenter. So, I think you'd be very good. Would you ever consider it?
No, I think I'll just stay in my lane. I mean, I'll maybe turn left every now and again. I think I know my limits. Every time I have to talk to that camera, I'm like, no, they're not putting me in the telly. Nobody's quaking in their boots for their jobs getting stuff.
So we both did telly as well at different
Yes,
times, right?
yes.
And then, I love radio because we get up so early in the morning. STV Radio, we're going to be on air from 6 o'clock in the morning till 10 in the morning. So again, you can come out your bed, you're hanging, right? Your hair's in a ponytail, no face on. You've got your old hoodie that's got soup down it.
But you
doesn't
have
matter.
had your second wash, so you're very clean.
Yes, I'm clean. I'm clean. You're right, but you don't smell me through the radio. But nowadays they're like that, so we're going to
you have
get
to
cameras
film
in for
everything.
visualisation.
Totally.
I'm like, no.
No!
The new studio that we're in
Yeah.
with STV Radio, it's got cameras everywhere. The
will.
lighting is unbelievable. The studios are state of the art.
Okay.
So can't come in with the soup down the hoodie anymore.
Gutted. Actually,
Curry
gutted.
stains or anything like that.
So I'm definitely not known for my fashion, right? And
Away.
it's just given me the fear.
Is it?
Aye,
Is it?
It is. I'll not lie.
Listen,
What, like
just
your
you be
wardrobe?
you.
Well, I'm like, I 99% of the time I'm in a hoodie. 99%
That's all right.
of the
That's
time.
all right. People
That's
expect
fine.
that. Aye.
This is me.
If you
Dressing
come
up.
in dressed up as if it's a night out, then that's no you.
Correct. Listen
That's
to the
not
man.
you.
He talks a lot of
Unless I
sense.
come straight from a night out. And then that is me.
We're doing a Holy Wallaby after an
Now
awards
we're-
night.
Now it's making sense.
We've not done that for years. In fact, I've really, I've
very sensible
I've
now.
become much more. Do you know why I can't recover the same way? So I just don't do it
Good
anymore.
news.
Yeah.
It becomes more difficult the
Yeah.
older you get.
Yeah.
And because I'd worked in nightclubs for 10 years, all you're doing is drinking and having a party every night, 6 nights a week. I was in that club. I don't drink. I have the odd bottle of beer. When I say I don't drink, what I mean is I have the odd bottle of beer, like a cold bottle of beer, but one. And that'll be it when I fancy it and I really want it. But I can't remember the last time I was drunk.
Yeah.
It's been that long for me.
The worst thing about that, Lisa, is he remembers everything.
And brings it to the
I
radio.
know, one of these.
Because
First in the morning, like, well, hello everyone. Wait to tell you what Kat did at the weekend. I'm like,
Like, geez, Dan.
I think it's also one of those things as well that Kat and I do a lot on the radio is that we do live our lives on the radio, and whether it be my wife or whether it be my kids, whether they listen or not, they always hear about it. Somebody will pull them up about it, whether it be at the school or whether it be
And your
whether,
poor kids.
whether it be at the checkout at Tesco.
Like, what's he saying now?
Can you live with him? I heard him this morning.
My favourite one ever that you did to Teresa, there was a period that he went through, him and his wife were pranking each other.
Okay.
And then your best one ever was the car.
The car.
The car. So they kept doing different pranks on each other. And because obviously he was telling us about it in the radio, this one, he came in this day and he's like, she's going to kill me this time. And I'm like, what have you done? He's like, oh, she's going to kill me. I went, what have you done?
Was that for 2.5 hours with my best pal?
So him and his pal for 2.5 hours the night before, her car, so it was a frosty night.
Yes.
They got, it must have been what, 5,000
I don't know how
cotton
many it
wool
was.
balls?
Put them over the car.
Put them all over the car, and because it was frosty, it stuck to the car, right? So her
We'd wet
entire
them,
car,
stick them.
you dip it in water, put it in the car, it froze straight away. Her whole car was furry of cotton ball. I mean, like the whole car was covered. It took you what, 2.5, 3 hours,
Aye.
and it was like a sheep. So anyway, comes on here, and he's like, so my wife's car's like a sheep. So if you see her driving the kids to school, you have to beep the sheep, right? Honestly,
The amount of pictures we got.
the pictures we got, we had
hilarious.
lorry drivers
Aye,
and
everyone.
they were phoning us live in their car playing like that. Your wife's in front of me in the road and I'm just, and it's like meep, 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 and she was like going mental.
That's amazing.
But it was such a fun thing.
Did she
always.
get you back? Good
Oh
time?
God, aye. I mean, it went on for a wee while. That did 100%.
That's hilarious.
Did you not put laxatives in a curry or something? Yeah, it got. They took it too far,
I
but
was
yeah.
just
Her and her pal.
I love it.
It was all very good content, but the Beat the Sheep was one of my favourites. It was so much fun.
So I was going to have a big fanfare and all that. STV Radio.
STV
Radio. I know.
Ewan, tell us about STV Radio.
How cool is this?
Weirdly, Kat and I, along with Graham Bryce, we actually came up with the name and what we want, the lineup.
Everything was done in one meeting in my kitchen.
Okay, right.
What STV Radio is today and the team that's there and the look of it and what we have done with the studio was created in Kat's kitchen over a sandwich, actually a meal deal. Kat had gone out and bought 3 meal deals for me, herself.
Which incidentally nobody ever gave me any money for.
No,
that's
So there were
3 meal deals.
3 meal deals for the 3 of us sat around Kat's kitchen table, and we created this. We came up with this idea of what the station should be, what it would look like, how it would sound, what the studio should be like, etc., etc. What we thought that the people of Scotland wanted.
Where the gap was, because there's lots of radio available at the moment, but there was this little gap for a certain kind of station with a certain kind of music.
Presenting a presentation lineup.
Yeah, and style as well. So basically the most exciting thing is it's Scottish radio made in Scotland by Scottish people.
For Scotland.
Wonderful.
So it's the whole of Scotland, which we love. Our last show was a Network for Scotland show, and we absolutely love that. You know, you've got somebody in Shetland, somebody in Dumfries, and everybody in between. Brilliant. And things like that. And the music's going to be positioned 80s, 90s, noughties. We're going to have a bit of rock, a bit of pop, and we're going to have a lot of Scottish artists in there as well. So it's kind of like our dream playlist.
I was just going to say, what a gift to be able to create that and make it yours.
Because radio groups right now, the music playlist comes from either Manchester or London because it has to fit with the entire network for the UK.
Of course, yes.
So the Scottish radio stations are playing music that's been tested down in London or Manchester, and so every radio station has to sound the same.
And they do a great job. I mean, they do a great job, but our point of difference is the depth of the songs that we're going to have. So say, give me a Scottish band that you love.
Skerryvore.
Right.
I love Skerryvore, and they will feature.
We will get them in for our
100%.
They're
live.
Amazing. So here's another thing I forgot to tell you. We've got a live performance area.
Yeah, we've got a staging area.
So because we love having, say, on a Friday, just for a wee bit of
love this.
energy, get a live band in. And Skerryvore have been in before.
They've been brilliant.
We'll definitely get them, particularly as we're building up to a World Cup and things like that.
Yes.
But we do have this performance area, which we've never had before. So we're
we insisted on that because no other radio station in Scotland's done that or does that. And Kat and I love our live music.
Yes.
And we've got a lot of friends who come in, like your Jim Curtis or your Marty Pellos, etc., your Amy McDonald's and all that. And when they come in, you always feel like it's a missed opportunity because they could just bring in their guitar and do a wee number for you.
Oh, this is
but now we've got
Can I just hang about these? I'll make you tear some.
By the way, we need an STV Radio dancer.
Well,
get those sparkly pants back on.
That's so cool. Love that, guys. That's brilliant.
It's now an opportunity where we can now let them jam and do some stuff live on the radio.
And also the really exciting thing for us, because like we are both big, we love our music so much, but say, for example, Simple Minds, most stations would have 2 or 3 Simple Minds songs, and that's fine. That's the big hits and things like that. But the depth of what we're going to have on our playlist, we might play you something from Simple Minds you've not heard for 20 years or something like that. So we've got loads and loads of choice for these bands as well.
That's cracking.
And we have a very exciting tagline, which is, are we allowed to tell you?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically it's never the same song all day long. So we're
No
never
repeats.
going to repeat a song.
Oh, yeah.
Which is great, because there's
great.
a lot of times you hear the same song.
Well, there'll be people that'll be
things.
tuning in
Just
the
for
whole-
that. And there's going to be loads of kind of cheeky little songs as well that you've not heard in a long time.
One-hit wonders and spicy tracks.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds silly to say, but
I liked how
music
excited.
fan.
I liked how excited you were there.
genuinely.
I love that! No, that's the reaction we want from everybody.
This is it sounds wonderful.
But that's the thing is that with the team that we've put together, we're all on the same hymn sheet, and everybody loves what we're trying to do and what we're going to be doing. And we just now have to hope that the audience love what we have created.
What's not to love?
We think they will love it. I mean,
Yeah.
because we've done a lot of research and we know what the people of Scotland love and we know what
You've
music
both
they like.
been in the industry for a long time.
Yeah, and so is like Gregsy, Webster, Mickey Gavin, Jodie. We've got Jane McCarry. I'm sure you know Jane McCarry.
She's coming on the podcast.
Lovely. She's
Jane McCarry, we signed her up as well to do a weekend show
Brilliant.
for us. So we've gone after people. It's basically like an all-day breakfast show because everyone that's on the lineup of hosted breakfast shows across Scotland. So it's a great lineup and it's a great personality-led lineup as well. So
the nice thing is as well, we've all been pals. We're all pals. We all know each other and stuff.
And
so
that will come across.
it'll feel like a little gang, and I love that feeling. But like for us, the most important thing is that our listeners are part of that because we feed off their stories, their energy, their tales and stuff like that. And without the interaction, there's no point in me and you sitting there. So we can't wait for that. We really can. It's been a wee while since we've been on air, so I've got like months worth of stories and I'm bursting to tell them.
Do you know what's been great is that Kat and I also have been together for a number of years. So we're at Real Radio. And we had a fantastic time there, amazing time with some great people. We then moved to Bauer. We were there for 10 years, and that was a fantastic time with great people. And it was really, we'll be honest, it was difficult to leave because it wasn't just the job, but the people. You'll know that yourself with people.
Of course, that's what you do it, isn't it? It's why it's the connections.
It's connections and the people you work with on a daily basis, and you build friendships and you do everything together. So from that perspective, it was really difficult to leave Bauer, but it's not every day you get an opportunity to launch a brand new radio station for Scotland. The opportunity was too good to turn down.
Of course.
And we're absolutely delighted. And the team that we've put together and the team that we're working with at STV have been brilliant. I mean, it's been so much fun creating this. We're only, a week or so away from launch, so can't you wait?
How exciting. And do you have your wish list in terms of artists that you want to get? Because is your music, preferences the same? Or do you have,
No. I mean, we've got a lot of similar ones. Like Simple Minds, Deacon Blue, Texas. We all love that.
Yep.
I'm maybe a wee bit more rocky than you.
I'm pop.
You're more kind of
Erasure, Pet Shop Boys,
Nice.
Kylie, Jason Donovan.
And I'm more sort of Stereophonics, Oasis, Simple Mindsy type thing. But we meet in the middle. And but I also like that stuff, and
I love that stuff
as well. So
I think you should do a feature. See if you're getting these artists, and I think you should do a feature where you both join whatever band's in or ours. So because you were saying I can't sing, I think you can. I'm just putting that out there.
I am so up for that. It just turns out that they're not so up for it.
You've already pitched it and they've said absolutely not.
Here's the thing, right? Now, anyone that listens to our show knows this. I am shit hot at the kazoo, right?
And anyone can do the kazoo. See,
no,
children can do the kazoo.
Not with the panache that I do, right? I'm available for any concert, gig and tour. And yet
you're not, because you're going to be busy.
And yet I've never had that call. Can't believe it.
We'll get you any Berlinkies, don't worry.
We've done some fun kazoo duets over the years just for the banter. So I've duetted with the Proclaimers, Susan Boyle, Amy McDonald.
Amy.
Who else did we do?
There was somebody else, wasn't there?
Is she allowed to bring her kazoo to STV Radio, or have you banned it? You're like,
it's always in her bag.
It's always in my bag for a night out. You never know when you're going to need to blow some magic into an evening.
Wow.
There's your quote.
That's the name of the title of the episode.
Thanks for that, Kat.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And in terms of I guess people would like to hear the kind of behind the scenes, because we think we know what it's like working in radio, but I don't think people fully understand, as much as you're saying, the banter, and it's not just a sit down in front of a microphone, and the work that goes on behind the scenes for yourselves and the wider team to produce these kind of shows. It's a lot of work.
No.
You're at it. It is.
No,
it's a lot of work for other people.
No, but
Ewan just rocks in and bees Ewan.
I rock in 5 minutes before the news.
Yeah.
I do.
Wow. Yeah. But that's because you're a seasoned pro.
It's also because I'm there for an hour before he rocks in.
Going, right.
And producer Kat, our producer's brilliant as well, and she does a lot of the prep stuff. But on a daily basis, we've got a plan for the show.
Yeah.
We'll have set features, maybe a quiz, or you win tickets and things like that. But we go off plan every day.
See, the thing is, though, every presenter's different.
Yeah.
And I have always been this presenter where I don't want to know anything.
Okay.
I don't want to know what she's going to say.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what the producer's going to say.
Well, we never do. We never script anything.
No, but we don't even during the songs. Kat has no idea what I'm about to ask or say. And I don't know what she's going to say.
Okay.
And I will always work like that.
It works for you,
And
obviously.
it works for me.
Yeah,
but I radio can be at times contrived. And I can hear it. Maybe other listeners can't hear it or punters can hear it. But I hate contrived radio where something is planned or scripted or had been...
Tell me your punchline.
Tell me your punchline beforehand.
Aye.
So, I mean, I know... Over the years, people going, right, what's your point? This is your out. This, and then I'll say this, and then we'll laugh, and then we'll do that. I've never done that, and I will never, ever do that. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. I mean, 9 times out of 10, it does work because it's just like what we're doing here. It's relatable.
Well, I was just going to say, like, I don't do that with the podcast. I don't send you a list of questions and go, this is what I'm going to ask you.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a blather.
Correct. That's what we
In
do.
fairness, Lisa, he wouldn't have opened his email anyway. So
No.
that's
Which
not
is
a
fair
chance
enough.
he'd have known.
Fair
No.
dues.
And it's the same way. And we've got such a great relationship with a lot of actors, singers, and celebs. They know our style. When they come in, they know that
And they're up for it.
Oh, aye.
Totally
Do you know what I
up
mean?
for it.
They
They're
know
up
what
for the
they're
banter.
getting.
They're up for...
That's what we're going to be keeping doing as well. It's
Great.
like all your real Kent faces from Scotland will always have a place to come and tell us about what they're up to because we're interested in that kind of stuff as well. I'm looking at your wall of people here. This is quite cool.
Yes, it is very
so we've
cool.
had most of them on our show as well.
Of course.
Who are you going to get rid of to put our photo in?
Well, I've already promised Blythe that she will be bigger than Cammy Barnes. So I need to put Blythe up there.
Yep.
She's still not made it up there. Sorry, Blythe. Don't worry, guys. I'll
Who
take
do you
that
want
big
to
one
be?
of me and Lindsay down. That feels a bit indulgent. Do you know what I mean?
The biggest,
nice,
the
though.
biggest picture is you.
Yeah, I didn't make it, Ewen. It was
Somebody
lovely
else did
people
it.
here up next. Studios
Do you know
Graham
what? We-
and Megan.
We're very fine with the fact that we're faces for radio. Just stick us in the wee top left corner.
Don't you worry, we'll
It's
put
a
you
shot.
We'll take that one down. You'll go pride of place there. Don't worry, we'll get a shot of
Who
you
was your
today.
favourite out of all of them?
Oh, I can't possibly
Oh,
say.
you can.
I,
Go
I
on.
genuinely, I don't know how you
Have
feel
you-
it. I mean, you've met everybody and you've worked with everybody, but like, I just love doing this.
Yeah.
This is I can't believe you're actually here. This is an absolute joy.
See, the thing is, right,
You
for
need
me...
to raise your bar a wee bit.
Away.
See,
Not at all.
See, when it comes to like speaking to Will Kent faces and all that stuff, I have never, apart from one person, which was Sir Alex Ferguson, many years ago, when he was at a race course and I went up to interview him. But that was the only time I was ever flabbergasted and like rabbit caught in the headlights type thing. I have never looked at any celebrity any different to you, me, or anybody else.
Yeah.
I will speak to, I don't care who you are, like I would speak to anybody. And I've always had that mindset. And I think that most appreciate that. And I've never had anyone say that was terrible, didn't enjoy that, etc., etc. Because I've had agents and PR people come up to me and go, right, what are you going to be asking? And I always say to them, I have no idea. No. From the moment I say hello, I don't know what's going to come after that.
I think that's great.
I've got no idea.
You must have been starstruck sometime. When were you
Just
starstruck?
Ferguson, Alex Ferguson.
All right.
Just Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah,
I was like a rabbit caught in the headlights with
Me
him.
and my partner had the exact same conversation because he was talking about like years ago he had a partner who got really excited about meeting Marty Pello, so we're talking about Marty Pello, and like she was a huge fan and got all flustered, and then it kind of sparked the conversation of like who would you meet that would totally throw you off. And I guess like Dan, the Rockettes and the Cupcakes, we were lucky enough to meet a lot of lovely people as well. Do you know what I mean? Like very successful people. And I was like, I don't actually know. Like I'm a bit like you. Like people are just
People are people. Aye.
Yeah, I admire their work.
People are people, but if you've like had them on your bedroom wall since you were 13, there's
so who's
was
that?
Marty.
That was Marty with me for sure. The first time he came into the studio, I was a gibbering wreck because it was just like I went from being professional Cat on the radio to 13-year-old me in my bedroom with my popped in sold out album. Me and my friends got a bus to try and find his house. We were walking about Clydebank trying to find his house. And it turns out the funniest thing was he told us that we ended up being 200 metres away. We were nearly there. We were one street away. We took one wrong turn.
And there you were sitting.
Him and Kelly Jones from the Stereophonics. When I interviewed him, I was just like in love. And I was trying my best. I'm like, you're so pretty. But apart from that, I mean, we're so lucky. Most folk are really like
They are, they're lovely.
They are. People are just
most
lovely.
Folk are really, really nice.
And most people don't believe their own, like, the hype. Do you know what I mean? They're just doing their job. They're just turning up and doing the thing.
The one we did last year that, like, blew my mind was Jim Kerr from Simple Minds, who just, like, he drove himself in. He came by himself. You know, he didn't have like a PR team from like London and like all these people saying, you know, don't say this to Jim and everything. He sat down and he just talked, didn't he?
He's amazing.
And his stories, I could have gone to the pub and listened to him for a week. It was so good.
I love when guests come in that are relatable.
Yeah.
And they just get
And
it.
relaxed.
And they're relaxed and they just get it. And there's no that kind of like showbiz thing about them. They'll talk about just everyday life and the same things that we all go through. Because people look up to a star or a celebrity, but they are just like us.
Yeah, and they have lives and they have highs and lows just like the rest of us.
And I love finding that out about them, and it makes them more relatable to the audience.
But your style of interviewing and that way you're saying, like, there's no wild preparation, you're not overthinking it.
No.
That's the energy that you're putting out. So then your guests will feel that and they'll feel relaxed in that. Like it's just a chat.
There's no gotcha moments. We don't do the gotcha thing.
Yeah.
If a lot of times when you're having a chat about something, it leads from one thing to another to one thing to another. It may then lead to a headline, but it's not that
there was an intention.
We're not sitting down going, let's try and get them.
We're
It's not like that. We're like
one of the ones that stands out for me when it comes to those kind of gotcha moments and all that was Little Mix years ago. And Little Mix were coming into the radio station at Real Radio to see us. And it was at that time when Zayn and Perry were together. And there was a lot going on. It was a big
broken up.
They just broke up. That was a big headline at the time.
Right,
so their PR team arrived at the radio station to say, right, do not ask about Perry. I'd ask about Zayn and all that stuff. So again, you go, okay. And as soon as the girl sat down in front of us, we pressed record because it was a pre-recorded interview for the breakfast show the following day. Fair play to Perry. Right, what do you want to ask me about Zayn? Live on the radio. She took over.
She took over and
she
was fine with it.
That's what I'm saying, but I loved that about her.
Yeah.
I loved that about her.
You weren't going to instigate that conversation, but she did. And you're like, right, cool, we're going there then.
But you can see the corner of my eye, the PR people going,
freaking out.
They must have told her as well.
She's like, that's what people want to hear about.
But she took ownership of it. And I thought, good on
on
you.
her.
You took ownership of it. You were the one
I can't imagine that level of fame and that intrusiveness and it's wild. These people go
through. That always stood out to me, the way that she took ownership of that. And that's the only time that's ever happened. You do get a lot of PR agencies, particularly from the London agencies, which they're a bit weird. They're a bit too protective. And I do find that they say no to a lot of things, but when you actually speak to the person, the celeb themselves, they're like going, why did they say no to that? Do you know what I mean?
Totally. And it was funny because like in COVID times we ended up having to do like this is when like Zoom interviews became a thing. And like we don't really like doing Zoom interviews. I'd much rather like you have you in the studio so you can get the energy and stuff like that. But we ended up in all these celebrities' bedrooms, didn't we? It was like that. We're like that. I was like, what are we doing today? We're in Tony Hadley's bedroom. I'm like, and then 5 minutes later, Tony Hadley's in his bedroom. I'm like, hello, Tony. Nice blanket.
Kat was off this day, and I was interviewing Kat Deely on Zoom, and Kat Deely was clearly in her bedroom, but behind her was these amazing bay doors with a lovely garden, and our next door neighbour was Charlene Spiteri. So I asked her to take her camera outside to poke it over the garden,
Charlene.
to poke over the garden while I shout on Charlene, and she did it, but Charlene didn't appear.
Was that you and Cameron?
You know him.
Hiding behind the hut.
But that was weird, seeing many bedrooms of many celebrities during the COVID times.
There must be so many pinch me moments from both of your careers and together and separate. Like you were just like, how did that end up here doing this thing?
One of the funniest things is like when you actually end up proper friends with people that are actually celebrities. Like we've been great friends with Amy McDonald since the very start because she was 17 years old when she first came in with us, and she ended up playing at my birthday party, which was hilarious.
Wow!
I had her and Michelle McManus and PC Plum from Balamori.
I
sold tickets to that.
Two other amazing humans, might add. Yes.
Absolutely, but I think one of my favourite pinch me moments is your bromance with Matt Goss from Braws. I don't even know how it started, but
I don't know either.
they just love each other, right?
Wow.
They love each other, and every time Matt's in town, he invites us to whatever he's doing. We ended up at an after party he has
That's
in
right.
Edinburgh, and like, we're the least showbiz people you get. Like, honestly, we genuinely are, apart from when we hang out with Amy and Matt
Showbiz
Goss. And he invited us to his show at the Usher Hall. It was one he did with a big orchestra.
Okay, lovely.
And it was amazing. This one, the Usher Hall's full, and we're sitting quite far back in the stalls. We're not in an eye line, we're about halfway in the back of the Usher Hall. And he's like a couple of songs to go, and he's like, I'd just like to invite my very good friend Ewen from The Breakfast Show up on stage with me. And he just turned down, he looked at me, he went, what? And I was
No
like,
clue. It was happening.
I was like, you have to go. And he's like, I'm not getting up. And I was like, you have to go. And he's like, Ewan Cameron from
Amazing.
the radio.
I had to go up on stage and
Are you there?
dance.
So he had to go up, right?
Dance.
Right,
I had
hold
to
on.
dance.
Hold on. You didn't mention about being able
Yes.
to dance.
No, I don't.
Well,
I can't.
Lisa, he's not able to dance.
I'm not
That
able
was
to
what's
dance.
funny. So he stood like the most awkward dad dancer ever, right?
Yeah.
Going,
Bless you.
literally don't know what to do. Matt Goss is singing with an orchestra behind. Ewan is standing, baseball cap on the Usher Hall
Leather
stage.
jacket.
Gets a spare microphone stand, starts using it as a pole.
It's the only thing I could think of.
As you do.
It's the only thing I could think of. It was during
No
that.
judgment
I
here.
owe you nothing. Great song.
That was not When Will I Be Famous?
It was something like
I
that.
don't know.
He wanted
Whatever
to-
it was, I was like, I'm still in therapy from you.
That was-
with Matt Goss.
that was surreal.
That was
That's
definitely
a
a
lot.
pinch. That was
Like,
definitely a
that
pinch
was not on
me
my bingo
moment.
card.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, it
He
was.
just wanted to thank me and Kat and the show
Yeah.
for everything that we've
That's
done
so
for him
lovely.
and all that
You're
stuff.
like, you could have just said thanks. You
Yeah,
didn't
exactly.
get me up to pole dance.
Yeah.
The thing was, I was like, I can do it as well.
What about me? What about me?
I kazoo.
So we're busy preparing for the launch.
Not
which
long to
is
go
very
yet, just a few days to
STV
go.
Yeah.
A few days to go, and we will be up and running January the 7th. So, yeah, can't wait. So, what is that? What is this, the 30th, 31st? 30, where are we? 30th.
December, well, the time between Christmas and New Year, nobody knows.
No, it's just
It's just that time that you wake up and you know that
Correct.
you're allowed to eat Quality Street for your breakfast.
yes.
Oh, I love
That's it.
Quality Street for
You don't
breakfast.
need to dress till 4 o'clock in the afternoon and you can have chocolate for
There's the
breakfast.
thing. So, see over the Christmas and New Year,
Yes.
was it Quality Street, Roses, or Celebrations?
Any, whatever's in front of me.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Is it all of the above, is it?
Celebrations, probably.
I prefer Celebrations.
Maltesers.
always so you're like, do you want one?
There's not that many of them in
No,
there.
there's
They
not.
know. They
No.
know.
They definitely know, 'cause you didn't go back
Or
to the box.
somebody's got
It's
to the
like-
box first.
Aye.
This is it.
Always, they should make a box just of these Malteser
Yes,
ones.
they did that with the Quality Street, eh? They
Yeah.
like
Aye,
separated
they
them out.
did.
Yes,
They did, aye.
That's what they need.
With the pink ones.
Yes.
Quality Street,
Oh,
pink
pink
ones.
ones. Right,
Aye,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So anyway, yeah, we are launching very soon. And as you
Once
can
we get
tell,
that-
we've had so much sugar, we're going to be
We'll be
hyper for the whole
hyper.
month of January. Can't wait. We're going to have
Yeah.
loads of guests popping in for the first month as well. At the moment, it's all... We're not quite sure who's coming when, but that's the joy of it. As I said, just can't wait to get these tunes out.
I know it's
The
going to be
playlist
the
is
live element is like
amazing.
I'm excited for that
Yeah.
big time. That is going to be
Yeah.
awesome.
I'm sorry, I keep kicking your
I
feet.
know you're,
Sorry.
It's all right. It's okay. Make yourself comfy.
I'm just stretching out there.
He's like, I'm just getting going.
And I'm interested. Just are you already? Is there the thoughts and the kind of creativity bubble in a way of like what you're going to get up to? Have you already thought of like, moving forward with the channel and like how you're going to? I guess make it your own and make it
it's-
totally fresh to anything you've ever done before. Are you constantly thinking like, oh, maybe we'll try that, or maybe we'll try this, or is it just again like that kind of organic? We'll just
A lot of it will be organic, but we are working at STV,
Mm-hmm.
and STV is now a one-stop shop for everything when it comes to social media, radio, television, podcasts, etc., etc. And Kat and I have actually got a couple of ideas for a TV show,
nice one.
which we will at some point present to STV and see if they're interested in
Love
doing
that.
6 episodes.
Yeah, because I guess like
But
you're
we're there.
you're creatives,
But-
and
but
you're
we're
always
there.
thinking. You're always like
Yeah.
you were saying that kind of right turn, the left turn thing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you've
Do
been
you
doing.
want to sign off on Cat tries chocolate all round the world? I am available.
That wasn't one of the ideas. It was
one that I'm just is creative, just come up with things in the spot.
That's true, aye. It was more closer to home, our ideas, but now Kat's taking chocolate all over the world.
How Prosecco is made. There's a whole series to be done.
Aye.
It's fine. Yeah, it's exciting because there is that possibility and stuff like that.
I'm thinking, do you know what I mean?
Also, do you know what's most exciting, I think, for the pair of us is because it's Scottish and we're in Scotland for Scotland, the things we can cover, you know, and it's not just sporting things. So we can cover the football, obviously the World Cup, we can cover the rugby, anything like the Commonwealth Games this year.
Of course.
But the music festivals, the Edinburgh festivals, everything Scottish that's big, that's an event, we can go and we can cover it. And
we need to celebrate ourselves here in Bonnie Scotland,
and
for sure.
And we've got an amazing country, and the culture and the arts and the sport that's on offer, we will be at everything.
I love it.
I'm going to be knackered.
You need to stock up in these celebrations, get the sugar going. Well, I'm delighted that this has happened for you. Like, I mean, it couldn't have been for two nicer people and two, like, I mean, together you're just phenomenal.
Thank you.
Apart, you're phenomenal. I've watched your careers for a long time, but obviously from afar. And any time I have met you both, and I genuinely mean this, you've been nothing but lovely, and just like the kind of people that make you feel that you've known them forever. Like, you come in, you were like Kennedy cupcakes, and like when I met you that night at Berlinke's Cat,
Sparkly pants.
Just that, you look amazing. I'm like, thanks, pal. It's like you're 1 a.m. I wasn't feeling amazing, and that's the energy that comes across, and that's why you're getting to do this, and that's why people are going to love it because of you, because it's that thing, it's that connection thing. When people are driving to their work or at their work or whatever, like, you're going to bring that sunshine, you're going to bring that banter. You're getting people through days where and it's, you know, it's raining and it's like everything's going wrong, and you're bringing the joy.
There's so many different places they can go and listen to the news and current affairs and stuff like that, but like, you come to us, you get a bit of a smile, you get a wee warm hug in the morning,
of course,
a bit of fun and nonsense. That's what we're there for. And it's an honour and a privilege, isn't it?
It is, aye.
It really is. And we never ever forget that.
I never take it for granted.
Yeah.
Never take it for granted what we do. And I also very much, you're aware, particularly when we did a thing during COVID times, we gave out our number and we says, call us anytime just for a chat. We didn't speak to them on air, but we spoke to so many people.
Hundreds of people. It was
so many people.
And it was funny, like half of them were like just folk that were in by themselves and they just needed
living alone.
A phone. And it would just be like during this, we're like, well, it's a 5-minute song, so we can talk to you and stuff like that, and it was amazing. And then you would get people phoning, I didn't think you'd answer the phones.
I didn't know you said that.
But we didn't tell anyone. Well, we did, because we said on air if you want to phone us, but we just...
You weren't shouting about it?
We didn't play any of the calls out or anything like that, because we didn't record any of the calls. It was just sitting chatting to folk. But you forget how much that connection is important to folk, and that there are folk sitting in their houses by themselves and things like that, and that's where we feel...
And post-COVID, it's not like, at that time obviously it was
but
more than ever.
It rammed it home for me that there are a lot of people who use radio as their companion, as their
100%.
pal.
Yeah. We kind of felt like
it's the soundtrack to your life,
because we were classed as key workers, and we had the wee sheet of paper that said, you know, you were key workers, because we had to drive to the radio station and stuff, and then it made sense.
Aye.
Because we were there just to keep people a wee bit smiley and happy, and I'm like, yeah, that is quite important.
And that's continued even after all that. We've realised, and those people are still there. And you know that, and we're aware of that, and they'll message you, or they'll WhatsApp you, or they'll drop you a direct message on Facebook. And there are a lot of people out there who count on radio. They're wee pals on the radio, whether it be us, whether it be Mickey or Webster or Gregsy, but we all know what our role is, and we all know, and we're lucky to do what we do. So,
and that's what we hope, that they come and find us at STV Radio.
Well, I was just going to say, they are. They're of course they are, because they've bought into you, because you're genuine people who genuinely love what they do. And you wouldn't still be doing it if you weren't absolutely fantastic at it and didn't absolutely love it, and it comes across.
I mean, you're right. I mean, I am brilliant.
Of course you are.
I mean, I'm really good. I am. I'm outstanding.
Yes,
I am one of the best.
You're something. I don't know what you are.
That's how you're Cat.
You're definitely a something.
Yeah, we're some things. Yes, 100%.
No, but that's truthful. I mean, you wouldn't be getting to do this if you weren't absolutely brilliant.
And it's exciting because,
and brilliant together.
Here's the thing: we're starting with 0 listeners, and for us, you know, we've always been at quite big stations, and suddenly we've got 0 listeners. But we're going to go.
I'm a listener.
Not until we switch on, you know. But that is so exciting.
Yeah.
So exciting, and like we've
newness
got
of it.
like a real kind of buzz back, and we love a challenge and stuff like that. And it is, as I said, it is accessible. Whole of Scotland, you can get it on the STV Player, or if you had an Alexa, what would you ask?
Play STV Radio.
There you go.
Hey!
Alexa, play STV Radio and stuff like that, and hopefully everyone will come in. So it's exciting. It's
I'm
no
buzzing
idea.
for
You need to come over and have a look at the studio one day.
I would love to.
Honestly, you should come over.
I genuinely would. Thank you so much.
We're not even going to force you to wear your sparkly pants.
Listen.
And your feathers.
I'll go and get them now.
Although that would
They're
be
in the
quite
boot.
cool for launch day.
Have I got your? I might still have your number from back in the day.
This is...
It's all coming out now.
If I type in Kennedy Cupcakes,
He's probably deleted me, hasn't he?
I know.
He's like, I've never seen her again.
Lisa, you never made the cut. I'm sorry.
I know, totally.
you're going to have to put your number in there now.
Sorry, I'll do that.
Do
Don't
that
you worry.
later,
Anyway, I'm there. I'll be there. I mean, huge thank you. Because I think
thank
these
you for
are
having us on. It's
equally
lovely.
Braw and brave for sure. And it's lovely just, I mean, I know it's a snapshot of your journey today. There's no a podcast long enough to, go through everything you've both achieved in the time, but it's been lovely just to get that snapshot of like the journey to here.
Yeah.
And at this moment when it is dead exciting for you, like it's lovely that we've managed to do it now before STV Radio launches, do you know what I mean? And it's just like such a lovely moment for the Braw and the Brave, because I feel as if this is like such a cool moment for you. Like, so it's a cool moment for the podcast. Do you know what I mean?
You're part of it.
Here.
You're not part of it.
I was there. I was there when it
When it launched.
I was
When
an
it
OG
launched.
member.
Yeah.
But like, I know you are going to smash it. I know you are going to have the best time. And I just want to wish you well. Like, I hope you have a brilliant time.
so.
Just
Thank you.
keep smashing
Listen,
it. And
thank
keep...
you for inviting us on,
not at
and
all.
keep going with your amazing podcast.
Thanks, pals.
We love your cheery wee face. So.
And you need to
That's
come to
kind.
STV
I
Radio,
would love
see the
to.
studio, and then go down to the canteen or some lentil soup.
Yes,
Soup's good.
apparently the soup
Soup's
is
good.
very good.
Soup's very good.
Yes, I'll
Yeah.
be there for the soup.
Today is lentil soup day,
It is.
so we'll be heading
All
from here.
these important things, like you were saying, you need to know.
Yeah.
First thing I did, the two people you have to know. You have to know Lynn from the canteen.
Yes.
And May, who's the cleaner.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
they're
These
the
are
two
the most
that know
important
all
people.
the gossip. So
And just making sure that I was
get
getting
my
my
soup,
soup.
right? I've worked out the soup,
Yes.
and I'm like, mate, I'm the cleaner, right? Oh, okay. So I'm on it. I've got my new besties.
Love it. Ewan and Kat, you are
you.
Braw and brave in equal measure. Thank you so much, and I'm very, very excited to hear you in my morning commute to wherever I'm going in Bonnie, Scotland.
Absolutely.
On you
And a
on
round
STV
of
Radio.
applause for lovely Lisa from the Braw and the Brave podcast.
Total profesh.
Thank you.
And on that note, thank you for joining us in the Braw and the Brave. We will see you next time. Bye for now. We'll all wave to this lovely camera over here.
Oh.
I always forget it's there.